And we back. Today we're doing the random player generator rebuilding challenge. It's a mouthful to say, but I promise you're gonna have a lot of fun watching this video. So we have this website, of course, named 2KMT Central. We've been here like a million times over the course of this channel. But they have this one feature that if you go to players, there's a thing right here that says random player. You click this and they give you a random player. Well, I guess I didn't really have to explain it like that, but you get what I'm saying. We're gonna click this button and build a team. But this is based on my team. For example, my first time pressing it, we could potentially, oh my God, thank you. This is a test run. This is a test run. This does not count. No disrespect to Kyrie Thomas. But we can click this button. Let's try again, a test run. And get a player like Antonio Davis, who is no longer in the NBA. So if we get these players, obviously we're going to have to scratch them out. But there's plenty of current, shout out to Rayful Friends, current NBA players in here that we can potentially get, like Andrew Wiggins. All right. So, oh my God. Okay, let me stop doing the test run because we just got two back-to-back decent players and a very good player, Rudy Gobert. That's my guy. So let's do that. Leave a like on this video, man. This should be a lot of fun. Enjoy your Saturday. If you enjoy this video, on my second channel, I have been posting reactions. Actually, my first reaction a few days ago, I was telling the world why Rudy Gobert deserves to be an all-star. That's just my opinion. The second reaction, I literally sat down and watched highlights from Michael Jordan's best game of all time, and I just dropped another reaction, and I'm not going to spoil what it is, but if you want to see me break down footage and just react to NBA clips I've never seen before, please go over there and subscribe. I've been having a lot of fun over there. All right, let's get to the actual random players. All right, so here we are. We're gonna do our first official player here. Hopefully it's somebody that we like, you know, because it is a rebuild challenge. As long as I get players that I like, I'm cool. Actually, it doesn't matter if I get players I like because it's a rebuild challenge, so I can just trade for the players I like. First player, give me a current day player, please. It's gonna be Mark Aguirre, who obviously we cannot use, so we will re-roll and get Ben Wallace. I would say, I guess it's not really a Chicago legend, but he played for the Bulls for a little bit. We have to roll again. And we're getting PJ Brown. Okay. It may take us some time to build a 14-man roster at this rate. Roll it again. Carson Edwards is the first official player onto the team. I like watching Carson Edwards when he was in college during the NCAA tournament. He was a bucket, and it's... You know what? We're going to leave it at that. I like Carson Edwards. I hope he does have a long career. He's a rookie, though. It takes some time to adjust from college to NBA. Next player will be Bill Russell, Mr. Rings himself. It would be cool to have a player like him on our roster, but we can't. So we got to keep it moving. And we're going to get Norman Powell. We're not getting an 88 overall Norman Powell because this is a my team card, but we're going to get a decent player in Norman Powell. Storm and Norman is on the team. Player number 3 is going to be Tim Frazier. Okay, yeah. Hopefully we pick it up because Tim Frazier, Norman Powell, and Carson Edwards ain't really building a dream team like we kind of want. But that is our third player. Player number 4 is going to be JJ Redick. All right, okay. That's a quality NBA player. He's 35 years old at this point, but we know JJ Redick is good at 2 things in particular: knocking down 3-point shots and making the playoffs. If you did not know, he's never missed the playoffs in his NBA career. Right now, it's kind of in jeopardy as he plays for the Pelicans, but it's not too late for the Pelicans to make a playoff run, especially since Zion's going to be playing in 4 or 5 days from now. I could not wait for that. And Brandon Ingram is a bucket. So he's got players on his team that can help them make a playoff push. Let's go to player number 5. James Posey. Okay. Shout out to James Posey, but we cannot use James Posey. We have Vince Carter. Vince Carter's added to the team. Now, every time I end up with Vince Carter on my roster, I try my best to help him get a ring. I've done it enough. If I got to trade Vince Carter this video, I will. I'm sorry, Vince. I'm sorry. I got you like 4 rings in 2K20 alone, my guy. 4 rings. Now I'm just going to try to build for myself. But he may still end up on the roster. Who knows? Next player is Derrick Jones Jr. High flyer. Great defender. We like that. Still, we got 6 players and none of them are like really good. But this is it. I'm calling it right here, right now. Gordon Hayward. Okay, so maybe not super good, but decent. You know, he's got that big gold contract I'm going to have to trade. That contract is heavy. Wow, Gordon Hayward, welcome to the team. You're teaming up with Carson Edwards again. And we're going to get next another Derrick Jones Jr. card. That is crazy because the odds of this happening is very slim. There's so many cards in this game. The fact that we got the same player twice in like 10 spins is kind of crazy. Travion Graham. He's literally just traded from the Wolves to the Atlanta Hawks. Not great at anything. Not very good at anything. There's a reason he was kind of just an addition to the trade. And he is on our team now. At this rate, this may not be a one-year rebuild. We got 8 total players at this point, and none of them have ever appeared in an All-Star. Oh, that's not true. Gordon Hayward was an All-Star once. That's not true. But he's not an All-Star quality player right now. He's been decent. Yes! Yes! Oh my God. Don't fall. Don't fall. Anthony Davis is coming to the squad. What is this card? I've never... See, I play a lot of my team. Some of y'all know that. I haven't uploaded in a while, but I do play a lot of my team. I haven't seen... Oh, I think this is a card you get when you collect, like... I don't even know how many... You have to collect a ton of cards to get this Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis. And I don't even think it's possible to get him at this point. He's ranked 2nd amongst all cards in the game. 2nd. He's literally a 99 at pretty much everything. Anyway, we have our star, Chicago's very own Anthony Davis. Even though he roots for the Packers, I'm still claiming him as a Chicagoan. You know what I'm saying? Next player will be Juancho Gomez. That's fine. That's fine. I can't complain after the last one we got Anthony Davis. No matter what happens from this point, I know I have a cornerstone in Anthony Davis, and the rest doesn't matter. But we're getting Enes Kanter. Enes Kanter's a cool dude. That is our 3rd Celtics player. We got 4 more players that need to be added to the team. Sean Marion will be dope. Oh, there's a diamond shot. Pink diamond Sean Marion. Oh, yeah, you have to do the 17 challenges. He's a Spotlight Elite reward. Well, Sean Marion was my guy. I'm pretty sure he's an Illinois native. I could be wrong there, but in my brain, he's from Chicago. I would have to look that up. But we cannot add him to the team. So we're going to keep moving with Bobby Portis. We got another Chicago guy. Obviously, he's not from Chicago, but he played here for a big chunk of his career. So in my heart, Bobby Portis is still kind of a bull. I root for him when he's not here. But except for that one game this season where he destroyed my Bulls in the 4th quarter, then the Knicks ended up beating us, and I was on Twitter talking trash before that game, and then the Knicks ended up beating us. It was a terrible time for me. But it was cool to see Bobby Portis do his thing. 2 more players. Kyle Korver, another former Bull. We have 2 of the greatest lethal shooters of all time on our team with Kyle Korver and JJ Redick. That's cool. But like, played in Chicago for a little bit, and he was pretty good here. Hot Sauce was the nickname they gave him. Shout out to Stacey K. Last dude, the final dude to be added to the team. Please be decent. Please be good. Matthew Dellavedova. Well, Matthew Dellavedova did cross up Michael Jordan, so I guess that's a good pick. Okay, our team is trash. We have Anthony Davis. Not many like super young pieces to trade. It may be a challenge, man. We may be a challenge, and then I'm gonna have to make it a 1-year challenge because Anthony Davis becomes a free agent, and who knows if I'm going to be able to re-sign him. So this is a 1-year challenge. So let me put this team together, and I'll be right back. So since I got so many Chicago-born players or players that played in Chicago, I decided to put them on the Bulls. Not just because my team is trash and I want to see them win their 7th ring. No, that wasn't the reason. It's because we got all these other guys that used to play for us. So our team is right now is like Tim Frazier at our starting point guard, JJ Redick, Norman Powell as shooting guard. Small forward, we have Gordon Hayward, Anthony Davis, and Enes Kanter. Not an absolutely terrible team, but obviously needs a lot of work if we plan on winning a championship this year, that is the ultimate goal, right? So we have to trade some players, and the players I'm looking at, Gordon Hayward has 3.5-star value. JJ Redick 2-star, Enes Kanter 3-star. So actually, these guys have more trade value than I expected. So they should be fun trading Gordon Hayward in a 1st-round pick. The contract is just so massive that I don't know. I feel like Chris Middleton's going to be the first. Yep, it's always going to be Chris Middleton because they make similar money. Like, Chris Middleton's contract was huge this offseason. And this year, he's been hooping too. Like, he's close to 50, 40, 90 club. He can possibly become an all-star again this year. So, like, that's a lot of money for him, but he's still been playing great. So that's an option. So let me go through my 19 different options and pick which one I like the most. I think this is the most interesting one. I don't think both of these players are going to end up on our team when the video's all said and done, but I'm trading for Wiggins. I never thought I'd be at this point where I wanted Wiggins on my roster, but I kind of do at the moment. he may get flipped because his contract is also big, but I feel like he may have just a little bit more trade stock than Gordon Hayward. Robert Covington is always going to be a guy that people want on their team because he's a D and 3 guy. So a 3 and D guy. Was it D and 3? I always say 3 and D. Some people say D and 3, but it just don't feel right when I say that. So I'm going to keep saying 3 and D. What we should be looking at, obviously, is our point guard position because that's what we need the most help with, just Tim Frazier. Let's just keep on adding NBA players that have a connection with this city. Fred VanVleet wasn't necessarily born in Chicago. He was born right outside of Chicago, or he grew up right outside of Chicago. But you know what? He was probably a Bulls fan growing up because that was his closest team, and now he's on the team with another Chicago. Wow, Robert Covington is also from Illinois. See, I'm unknowingly trading for players that fit. Just Chicago, born and raised. Okay, but that's being from Chicago to automatically make you untouchable. So we gonna be trading some players. I'm gonna test Wiggins' trade value with a first-round pick and see what we can get. I'm trading for Jamal Murray and Paul Millsap. I will flip Paul Millsap in his $30 million contract, but I did that trade for Jamal Murray. Paul Millsap's not a bad guy, but obviously that contract is so large. I can probably find a backup power forward that is better or about the same for way less money. Anthony Davis, if you make him a center, his overall drops to 92, so we'll keep him at power forward. I just was very curious to what would happen. I'm gonna check some overalls and just see how I can get the most out of everybody. JJ Redick stays. And Enes Kanter jumps up a bunch at this point if you make him a power forward. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. We're not going to actually change anybody, but it's just good to know stuff like that. Let's throw another first-round pick. As you know, when we do these challenges, these picks mean nothing to us, but to other teams, these picks are super valuable. Chris Middleton would help, right? Because right now we do have Robert Covington, who I like a bunch, but Chris Middleton obviously is a better player. I don't think I've traded for Chris Middleton in 2K20, even though he's always on the trade market. Not a bad trade. And then Ersan Ilyasova, overall-wise, not that far off from Paul Millsap, and he shoots the ball better. Obviously, Paul Millsap got him in the defense category, but I do like this trade. So you know what? We'll do it. Derrick Jones Jr. is being moved out. I don't really know where Derrick Jones Jr. is from. That's one of the few players. I knew he went to UNLV, but I don't know where he grew up. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Chicago, though. So at this moment in time, we have Jamal Murray, JJ Redick, Chris Middleton, Anthony Davis, and Enes Kanter. Off the bench, we have Freddie, Robert Covington. Like Freddie, Rocco, Ersan, and Akpe Udo is not terrible. This is not a bad team, but it ain't perfect. I actually, having a guy like Enes Kanter as center is not bad because we have Anthony Davis. This year, if I were to make a ballot for Defensive Player of the Year in real life, Anthony Davis is like #1 on my list at this point. So he can coexist with Enes Kanter, who's not a good defender. But I'm a man that's gonna, look for stuff. Oh, somehow throughout these trades, I traded Vince Carter. Don't even remember doing that, but he's not on the team anymore. And I said I wasn't gonna try to baby him and keep him on the roster, and we didn't. Okay, it does not make any sense to make this trade. And at the end of the day, this may be the trade that cost me this video. But can a man want his favorite player back in the city that he knows it for? You know what I'm saying? This is a sneak preview of the video that dropped up on my second channel, man. It's Derrick Rose related. I said I wasn't gonna spoil it, but it's Derrick Rose related. So we're bringing in Derrick Rose. We're bringing in Derrick Rose. Now bringing in Derrick Rose gives us a three-point guard monster at this point. But I believe that you can make Derrick Rose a shooting guard. I know he's 6'2". What the heck? Anyway, I know he's 6'2". But you make him a shooting guard, his overall goes up a bunch. So I don't mind doing that. I don't. And I know we may struggle defensively with this backcourt, but I don't mind having Derrick Rose as my shooting guard. And I'm changing his number back to 1. I know he's been rocking 25 and he's been looking good in his 25, but like if he's going to come home, he will get his number 1 back. He will. And there it is. Oh boy, it's about to bring it. I just recorded that last video and tears was flowing down my eyes. So it's about to happen again. So let's see what we can do now. I need a center. So yeah, that trade wasn't the smartest, but I did want to see Derrick Rose back. What can I say? So I do need to find a center, a good center. Okay, we're trading for Brook Lopez. I'm not gonna explain myself. The Derrick Rose trade is not a good one, but I just wanted it to happen. So we need to trade for another wing player to come off our bench, and then we're pretty much done. Last thing I have to do, if you make Chris Middleton a shooting guard, his overall goes down. Okay, I need to make Derrick Rose backup position a point guard, so we can run that position too, because it's, you know, it's Derrick Rose. I need like a small forward, a wing player that can run some small forward / power forward, and then we're done. I just don't know how we get that good wing player with the pieces. Like, nobody wants Markieff Morris, and Carson Edwards is young. And we just got a first-round pick back. Hold on. We may be able to get our wing player. I guess Jabari Parker's going to be that guy. Another Chicago dude coming in, but we're going to make him a small forward. His overall stays the same, and that's our last trade. So we're looking at Jamal Murray, Derrick Rose, Chris Middleton, Anthony Davis, and Brook Lopez is our starting lineup. Then we have Freddie, Jabari, to back in that jersey. JJ off our bench, Ersan off our bench, and we don't really need a backup center because we can run Ersan as some center. Obviously, Anthony Davis can run some center. So that's our team. Do I feel confident in it? We got to fire the thumb and give us a good coach. And now I feel a lot more confident in our roster. Okay, so we're going to get to simulated games and hopefully win a championship. If we don't, then, well, we don't. 65 wins is really good. Any awards from our guys? I was hoping to see some Anthony Davis in here for something, but obviously not, because I never get any award. Okay, All NBA first team, I'll take that. He averaged, let's just see my boy averages, 26 points per game, 14 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 3 blocks, and he was a defensive player of the year. Hello? That's disrespectful. I had almost traded for Porzingis too. I should have done it. Look at the type of season he put up with. 23, 9. Those are pretty good numbers. 2.5 blocks too. Defensive team. Wow, he didn't even make the All NBA first. Like, what the heck? All defensive first team. He did not make it. Drummond made it, but they needed a center, I guess, for some reason. Eric Bledsoe. Shout out to EB. All right, boys and gals. Let's see how this goes. We ended up with the best record in the Eastern Conference, possibly in the entire league. Yes, in the entire league. Oh, we don't have to worry about the Lakers because I took Anthony Davis from them. They're starting Kuzma. And obviously, he's not going to be able to fill the shoes of Anthony Davis. Let's take a look at the rest of our numbers. How did my boy Derrick Rose perform as a starting shooting guard? He averaged 17. Chris Middleton averaged 17. 51% from the field from Chris Middleton. 42% from the 3. And 90%. Oh, yeah. 50-40-90 club happens so often in 2K, it's not even that impressive anymore. Derrick Rose almost is 50-40-90. And he's never been an elite three-point shooter. 40% from 3, 2K. Even his free throws, almost 90%. Everybody on my team was just killing it from the free throw line. Okay, let's see if we can win a championship. I think in the last game, or last video, I failed, if you were wondering. So hopefully, I don't do that again. Hopefully, we'll just come out and win, you know, just destroy the league. First round, we're going against Miami. And could be tough. In real life, this would be tough. But in 2K, for some reason, Miami is like a cakewalk. Like, they just don't compute well to 2K. That's because they be having, like, well, I guarantee you, watch this. Dion Waiters is going to be playing big minutes for them. Oh, I stand corrected. Dion Waiters was, okay, usually when we go against this team, Dion Waiters is on it. And he's, like, playing big minutes. Where are they at? Miami Heat. Where you be at, brother? They were the 18th ranked team, and they made the playoffs. They have James Johnson starting, obviously not real. I'm so surprised that Dion Waiters is he not, they must have traded him? I don't know. Good for them. So second round, we either going against Philly or Brooklyn, 2 very good teams. So I'm gonna be afraid of both because, I mean, with Brooklyn, Kevin Durant would have been there, and with Philly, they're healthy and they're a long defensive team. We're already down 2-0. I don't like that. We're already down 2-0. We have to shorten this rotation again. And they want JJ Redick to start. If y'all think that's the best way to win, I will let you do it. We're simcasting from here on out. Oh, we're not going to lose in the second round, are we? Oh, boy. Oh, who's killing us? Who the heck is killing us? View box score. Embiid. Okay. So can we do this? Maybe it's a bit too late, but can we put Anthony Davis on Embiid, please? Like, I thought that should be self-explanatory. Embiid. Throw Anthony Davis. Where you at? All right, let's go. Now we're going to do something not many teams have ever done. Come back from a 3-0. I feel it. Oh, we're losing. We're down by 6. There's a lead. Bro, we got swept? Wow. I am in a drought right now. That is the second video in the row where I didn't win the championship. We got not only did we didn't lose in the finals or lose in the conference finals, we got swept by Trey Burke. 17, yeah, I'm just 17 in the playoffs. I mean, he hooping. Man, that's what I get for wanting to build a team of players that I like more than players that probably fit. I got 3 Chicago dudes in my starting lineup, and that's not the idea. And then we also got this guy coming off the bench. 4 Chicago natives on my team. All right, whatever, boys and girls. I tried. Oh boy. Okay. Next time we do a rebuild, I guarantee a championship. Okay, I can't do that, but I'm gonna do the trades that make the most sense more than the trades that I want to do. If you enjoyed it, be sure to leave it a like. Again, the second channel has been booming, so go over there, show some love. Watch my Derrick Rose reaction, because that was pretty cool. All right,